I'm sorry to rain on everyone's parade, but the Dreamcast 2 is not a real thing. I've said this on Twitter. I've linked to evidence showing that the Dreamcast 2 wasn't a real thing before the official ProjectDream.co launched. And it launched, and guess what? It's not an official console. Now, I know other people have done videos in the past, and I know there are current people who wish the Dreamcast 2 was a real thing. I kinda wish it was a real thing. Everyone loves the Dreamcast. They really do, but I gotta tell you, I'm not a fucking fan of it. It is a mediocre console at best. I'm very sorry to the people who are gonna be like, oh my god, bro, you don't know what you're talking about. No, I really do know what I'm talking about. Even though the Dreamcast was a precursor to one of the first real online experiences where you could play multiplayer online with it, it didn't have an extensive library because Sega fucked up so many times beforehand. And on top of that, I couldn't play online at the time because I lived in kind of a rural area. And the online for it wasn't that great. Again, the internet was still coming about, and no one really had preset notions of how to do online gaming. Perhaps, maybe, if we had what we had today back then, there would probably be more severe problems, I would say. Lots of hackers stealing credit card information, account information, things like that. Who knows? But the internet wasn't that great. So the original Dreamcast wasn't really the best thing in the world. And hey, you can pirate games for it because it has very little to no piracy protection. If you have a burner and a CDR that you can use properly, yeah, you can just burn ROMs straight to the discs and play them. I mean, it's that simple. Now, it did have some interesting features. It was one of the first consoles to actually feature a full-fledged Windows operating system in it, albeit crammed into a different way. It was Windows NT, I believe, and it did have the ability to put out resolutions that were pretty higher than the PlayStation and N64 of the time, but then the PlayStation 2 came out and blew it away. Like, just, there's so many differences between the PlayStation 2 and that one, and the PlayStation 2 was a generic-y console, albeit a very good one, and probably one of the best consoles of all time. It was kind of the staple of everyone. Hey, you got a PlayStation 2? Yep, I do. The Dreamcast couldn't play DVDs, the PlayStation 2 could. It just went the way of the dinosaur. I didn't really like the Dreamcast analog controls, and the controller felt really weird, and it still feels weird today, even though it is a precursor to what we have on the Xbox 360, Xbox One, that kind of control design. Now, having said that, the Dreamcast 2 isn't real. Project Dream is a website that was officially founded by people who really want to see the Dreamcast come back. They have ideas and talks about what they want to do with the website and things of that nature. I am not kicking them. I am not saying, no, this isn't going to happen. It's impossible. Nothing is impossible. Sega could come and say, okay, we're interested in what you have to pitch to us. But this is just a group of individuals who want people want them to see what the Dreamcast 2 could be. They have pictures and sketches and ideas and things of that nature on the website showing the Dreamcast 2. They have Shenmue 3 in disc format on it and stuff like that, showing it off. But it is a fake console. It's a fake design console. I'm sorry. It just is. And oddly enough, the design of the console, this irks me. I don't know why. This is a small irk. But the fake console design has Sega in lettering that is supposed to be where the console is standing on its side, but it's not. It's the console is laying down instead of being upright. And the lettering matches upright, but it's definitely geared to be laying down, which is why I know for a fact that this is a fake rendition. If not, everything else kind of gave it away. So they have a portable little iPhone kind of like device, kind of like PSP, a little bit different. And that's about it. That's all they have. They have a proposal to Sega where they want this to actually happen. They put a lot of time and work into this. This is a pretty simple, clean website. I like it. I've seen way worse. And it says it's thinking, and you'll hear the Sega tune when you go to the website. So that's something. But please, a few things before you go to this website thinking, oh my god, the Dreamcast 2 is coming. It's the dream. Project Dream. Yay. No, just a few things. Okay, number one, Sega is doing what Konami is doing. But Sega's just not fucking retarded. They actually like to make games, albeit shitty games at times, but they have so many of their games on every other device. They I wouldn't say they whore out their games, but they put them out there for everyone to play on any device. Why would they not just do that in the future? What would them having a console do for them? Really, you know, if Shenmue 3 is coming out and it comes out on PlayStation and the PC market the PC side will make up for those who don't have a PlayStation. There's going to be a very small percentage of the world that just doesn't have a PC that couldn't potentially run that game. So that would maybe draw them in to buy a PlayStation or upgrade their PC to play the game. So there's really no point to have the console that could play those type of games, because once again, you have the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4, and they are almost similar to a T. The Xbox One has backwards compatibility, the PlayStation 4 doesn't. That's about the only difference, besides the PlayStation 4 being a little bit more powerful, the UI, and just the way the controller looks and feels. I mean, they're almost to a T the same. The NX is going to be revealed coming up in 2016, and this year it's going to be awesome. We'll see if Nintendo has actually learned their lesson, and I hope they have. But that just shows another one. You can't really have 4 consoles in the race at the same time. We've seen it in the past. The 3DO, Philips CDI. You've seen Sega, Nintendo. You can't have 4 at one time. I never thought you could have 3, but they've managed it, and it's really rough having 3 consoles in a race at one time. I really would rather just have 2. I don't know. I don't want it to happen, because competition is good, but it's a lot easier on the wallet when you only have 2 consoles. And the Sony PlayStation and the Xbox One are almost the same, man. So it really sucks when they have exclusives on Sony or the Xbox, and you can't just have one or the other. So point is, ladies and gentlemen, don't get trolled, don't get tricked. Project Dream is just a dream, and I don't think they are going to accomplish the dream, but best of luck to them, honestly. If they do, I will be one of the first people to buy the Dreamcast 2. But just remember, failed consoles come and go very quickly. You guys remember the Ouya? It was a console. Technically, it was a console. Supposed to free your living room, and now it's dust. It's garbage. No one wants it. It's junk. I've been your host, Protomario, and I'm signing out. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave me a like if you did. Don't if you don't. And thanks for watching. Thanks for watching my video and making it to the end. And would you please consider subscribing to my channel? By subscribing to my channel, you are not only supporting me, but also joining a community that is against stereotypes, lies, and fraud in gaming. I work my hardest to inform my subscribers of important stories that might affect them. From new games to important updates, the Mavericks are always informed. If you are tired of political correctness ruining your gaming experience, then join my rebellion, because PC isn't for me. And if it isn't for you either, consider yourself a friend of the Mavericks. Subscribe today and you'll be in good hands. Mavericks unite, and together we can keep gaming from falling prey to the people that would not only censor it, but also destroy it.